another brick fan with an Infinity Saga set. This is Black Panther Dragon Flyer. This is set 76186, was released in June 2021, has 202 pieces, 3 minifigures, and cost about $20 when it was released. This set is based on Avengers Endgame and is one of the small flyers we saw when Wakanda was attacked, or during the Battle of Wakanda. We'll take a closer look at the minifigures here in a minute, but let's first take a look at the flyer itself. So here is the Dragon Flyer, and as you can see, it kind of looks like a dragonfly. I suppose that's why it's called a Dragon Flyer. Looking at the front, it has stud shooters over here. It has these little wings back here. There are 2 sets of wings, and they are on ball joints, so these will move around in many directions and can be positioned kind of however you like. Underneath, there is this what I could only presume to be landing gear, although it's not. It's just on these little clip joints, so it's not strong enough to actually land the craft on. They won't stay up, so it does fall down a little bit. There are quite a few stickers, although fortunately this windshield piece here was done as a print. But there are stickers along the side here and along the back. These fins, of course, these back fins are, of course, just clip joints. And then looking from below, you can see how some of this structure was built. They got this angle by using clip pieces, and then they use these other clips back here to hold them in place, and then a whole bunch of the trans blue cheese wedges here. So lots of articulation points. The cockpit itself is on a friction joint, so it can be positioned a little bit as well. Opening the cockpit up, you can see there are a couple of stickers down in there on either side here. There is enough room to put a pilot inside. So there we've got Black Panther inside the craft. You kind of have to lean him back to get the cockpit on, but there that is. So looking at the craft, I think it turned out very nicely. It's with all these clip pieces for it, to get the effect that they want are very nice, but I mean, it looks good, but it is kind of fragile. So these smaller pieces do tend to fall off. These side pieces can come out and get pulled out of the way and stuff like that. So it's not a super durable play piece, but it does look pretty good as far as being on display. You can look at it kind of like here from the top. I think it looks pretty good, and it does represent the vehicle from the movie quite well. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the minifigure. As I mentioned, the Dragon Flyer comes with 3 minifigures, and here they are. So this starts with Shuri. This is T'Challa, or Black Panther's sister. Of course, Black Panther here in the middle. And this is a Chitauri warrior. You can see the accessories that come with it. So Shuri has these hand blasters or weapons of some kind. And then this Chitauri warrior comes with this nice brick-built weapon of some kind, all done in pearl gold with some light trans blue elements with it. A lightsaber piece here, so this kind of brick-built weapon. So starting with Shuri over here, so she's wearing a vest, so bare arms on the side, this dark blue, and then a very detailed print of the armor or uniform that she's wearing. If you look closely on her face, she has a bunch of these dots on her face and makeup or war paint or something. She has a big hairpiece, so it's kind of all swooped. It's all sloped back to a big bun in the back that we can see as we'll move around. T'Challa, or Black Panther here, is done in all black with a lot of this violet, pink kind of colors. There's some silver in here as well. Very nice face print here as well. So it's got the eyes and then the silver and pink and purples around the outside. The Chitauri Warriors have been around since the Avengers Infinity War sets came out about 3 years ago. They have various versions of these, but this one looks pretty normal. Some of them have extra arms on the back and different accessories. But it's nicely printed with this gold kind of face mask and then the green eyes and kind of the skeletal features there. Some other armor pieces that the Chitauri wear. No side printing, but you can see that big hair bun here in the back of Shuri. And then moving all the way around, you see the good back printing on all 3 figures. You can see the ears. This is just that little snap-on piece that has the ears here in the back of Black Panther. And then there's some gold printing of that mask that the Chitauri Warrior would be wearing. Shuri does have an alternate expression. You can see more of a grumpy expression or frowning type, slight frown to her. All the other printing with the dots and other war paint or makeup that she's wearing is all the same as it was in the front. So let's go ahead and go back and I will give you my final thoughts on this set. Overall, I like this set. I think it's a pretty good value for $20. You get 202 pieces, which puts it right at that 10 cent per piece. So that makes it a pretty good value. It is nice to get these little smaller sets that are a little more affordable and still provide a lot of good display and play value. Keeping in mind, of course, that some of these smaller pieces on the flyer can actually get loose or come off fairly easily. So this probably isn't something for very young kids. The minifigures are good. I think Shuri turned out very nicely, and Black Panther is a good one. If you've collected a lot of the Avengers sets, you have many of these Chitauri Warrior minifigures. So I hope you've enjoyed my thoughts on this Marvel set. I'm going to get started on my next video. And until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to see more of my content. I've left a link to my other Avengers reviews up here on the screen.